Hackers are a grave threat to the national security.
I'm getting hacked.
System breach. Firewall 1.
We got a problem. We're being hacked.
We should really look into finding a better security expert.
You are listening to Don't Get Hacked, the premier resource on cybersecurity, information protection, and online accountability.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Hack of the Week. Today, some polar bears have been killed. There's no smiling. There's just frowning. Today's Hack of the Week, the Coca-Cola Companies. So if you haven't seen this, in September of 2017, the Coca-Cola Companies had a theft, they're calling it, of PII, or personally identifiable information. PII is your social security number, your credit card number, things like that. Information that identifies you. In September of 2017, the Coca-Cola Company had someone walk away with a hard drive full of 8,000 employee PII. A hard drive, external hard drive, with 8,000 employees PII. But you know what grinds my gears more than anything? In 2014, Coca-Cola had a breach of 74,000 employees PII. That's 2 in 4 years. Okay? Now, 2 in 3 years, actually. Now, you say to yourself, well, you know, it's Coke. They're a big company. There's data everywhere. Okay. The 2014 incident was actually laptops containing unencrypted data that walked away from their Atlanta headquarters. Now, granted, the one that happened in September of last year, an affiliate had some data on an external hard drive. That's bad, but okay, that walked away. Sure. 8,000 employees. They don't tell us who the affiliate is. Understandable. But you're going to allow unlocked data on laptops. First off, that's the big problem that I have. You're going to allow them to walk out of your headquarters? Yeah, it had to be an employee or a cleaning person. Someone employed by the Coca-Cola Companies. Had to have been. Here's another problem. Coke has no frickin' idea where their data is. And they don't give a damn about protecting your sensitive data. If they did, after the 2014 incident, they would lock the crap out of everything. They would have locked down that data so tight that no one could copy it, move it, store it externally, let alone access it unless they were 100% authorized. This is Coke, people. This isn't Bill's contracting company. This isn't a 5-person company. This is Coke. And they didn't do anything after 2014 because they got screwed again last year. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, if it happened in 2017, why the hell are we talking about it today? Because we just found out about it. We just found out about it. 8 months later, because Coke says, well, law enforcement instructed us not to divulge this breach to the people who are affected until it didn't impact the case. It's 8 months later. They say they don't know, they don't believe that information was stolen or sold or anything like that. Well, I'll take my chances at not believing you, Coke, because you obviously are not a good steward of your employees' information. But this is employee information. This isn't customer information. This is people who trust you for a paycheck and to protect them. And you can't do that. 8 months later, after the breach, they say, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you a free year of credit monitoring. Nice. Thanks. When did that go into effect? Did that go into effect today? Do I have to go sign up for it? Or did that go into effect 8 months ago when the data first walked away? Because I guarantee it wasn't 8 months ago. So this guy or girl or whoever it was who walked away with this data, Lord knows what they did with it, had 8 months, essentially, to do something with that data. They might not have been malicious. Okay, I'll be the devil's advocate here. Great movie, by the way. But they might not have been malicious. They might have just walked away with a hard drive when they got fired and didn't realize the data that was on it. If that's the case, do you want to trust this one person to protect 8,000 people? Because this person already got fired from Coke or walked away from Coke. They're obviously not the ideal person or employee. So who's to say that they didn't take that drive and plug it into their home computer and, oh, look, I've got Coke data. Probably sell it to Pepsi. Nobody. Right? So your 1 year of credit monitoring is going to be fantastic. Jesus, Coke. Come on. 2 times in 3 years. Major. 74,000 the first time, 8,000 the second time. Oh, you know what? I wonder what it cost for 1 year of credit monitoring for all 8,000 employees. Probably cost them, let's say $1 million, couple million. Huh, interesting. Couple million. Now, if they were in the European Union, they'd have some hefty fines because they only have 72 hours, according to GDPR. They have 72 hours to notify you from the point of a data breach. Thank God the EU actually cares, but they took 8 months. I'm going to quit bitching and moaning. I guess today's lesson, credit monitoring is worth it. Identity monitoring is probably more important than credit monitoring. But if you listen to the previous episodes, you've learned ways that you can protect yourself. But this is one of the ones that you can't protect yourself from, really. Your employer has your information. Just like with Atlanta or with Baltimore or any of the other governments, they have your information. There's nothing you can do. You can't tell them to encrypt that data, to lock that data. You can't tell them to not let people download the data to an external hard drive. You can't. Good luck. If you could, I wouldn't have a job. In this, you wouldn't be listening to this podcast. You have to be careful with other services, what you give them. How much could hackers get if you gave them your name, address, your phone number, your middle name, and then your security questions, like Facebook? A lot. So people, protect yourself. Drink a Pepsi instead of a Coke every once in a while. I'm not a Pepsi fan. I think it's terrible compared to Coke. Nothing better than a cold McDonald's Coke. Put some crack in it or something. I don't know. That's it today, folks. Coca-Cola Companies screwed up twice in 3 years. Doesn't seem like they really give a damn. We'll see what happens next, but getting away with murder. Nice. Have a good day. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again on Don't Get Hacked.
This has been Don't Get Hacked with your host, Matthew Williams. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes, or visit us at don'tgethackedpod.com.
Imagine, if you will, a man who'd open up as much as he can, broken all his basic rules to try and show humanity with you.